Well, everyone, it's time for us to talk about something that's probably not going to be happening or coming back anytime soon. And it was a specific iPhone feature that was set to be brought back, but it's looking like it's never going to be coming back. And that specific feature is Touch ID. Now, as most of you remember, Touch ID was that fingerprint sensor that a lot of us liked and preferred. And weirdly enough, on the latest iPads, a lot of these iPads still have Touch ID sensors. We have the iPad 9th generation that has Touch ID. We have, the iPad Air and the iPad mini 6 that still has Touch ID. Now, the iPhone SE 2nd generation and the 3rd generation that's about to come out are set to have Touch ID as well. But for these flagship devices, really it's going to be Face ID. There's been a couple of rumors and there's been a couple of people who have leaked specific features as well. And I don't remember who it was. I think it may have been Leaks Apple Pro, but some of them mentioned on Twitter like a while ago that Touch ID is never coming back. We're probably never going to be seeing Touch ID, ever come in. And it's never been more apparent than now. If Apple doesn't bring Touch ID back within the iPhone 14, it really doesn't make too much sense why they would end up bringing it, in a later model. Now, the biggest thing to keep in mind is that even with iOS 15.4 that just came out, it gives us more information and pretty much just solidifies that Touch ID is never coming back because Apple currently is starting to make really big upgrades and updates for Face ID. So with 15.4, we now have the ability of unlocking our iPhone with our mask on, which is a really big deal. And that was honestly one of the biggest reasons why people wanted Touch ID back. Because we pretty much have to wear masks all the time, we pretty much have to get used to unlocking our iPhone with our passcode or removing our mask and then unlocking our iPhone. Well, if you have an iPhone 12 or an iPhone 13, and if you actually have iOS 15.4 installed or a later version, iOS 15.5 in the future, well, you'll basically be able to set up your Face ID where you can unlock your iPhone with a mask on. And that is a really big deal. Unfortunately, it's not supported for the iPhone 11 or below, which is just does not make any sense to me at all. But because of that, and since Apple is really focusing in on this version of, unlocking your, phone, the biometric security, I just don't see why they would end up, bringing Touch ID back if they brought this feature too. So because of that, and because of all the other leaks that we've gotten, and the leaks that we haven't gotten about Touch ID coming back, I am pretty sure we're probably never going to be getting Touch ID ever on our iPhones ever again. There were some rumors stating, I think even a year ago, that, we were going to be getting it, but it looks like we're never going to be getting it back, which is kind of sad to be honest. So in terms of that covers it. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.